Welcome back to MXPTV.com with the Midwest Tour for your third day of coverage from Sunset Ridge in Walnut, Illinois. Tom, it has been such a great weekend over there. The weather was beautiful, the racing was awesome, just a great weekend overall.
And you couldn't ask for any better at motocross. As far as we racers are concerned, that is just as good as it gets.
Of course. And you know, we're talking about good as it gets. Before we get into the highlights, we have this new clothing line to tell you about.
That's right. It's a couple of guys out of Kentucky. They're racers themselves, Michael Akaiden and Cam Dedman. The name of the clothing company is godsgiventalent.com.
That's right, and I really like the designs that they do. You know, it has bright colors on your shirt, and it has that really cool font that really shows kind of a motocrosser's style a little bit. On my shirt, you have the angel and stuff like that, and of course, you know, the kind of...
You got the GGT logo.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I see your angel's even got a little bit of an attitude here. He's got the hat on backwards, kind of giving a little, you know, like, yeah, I'm a racer, what's up?
Yeah, so what's up?
And I got to make a correction. It's actually godsgiventalentclothing.com.
That's right.
You guys go to log on the website.
Go check it out sometime soon.
So let's get into the racing actions. This is going to be from the amateur highlights on Sunday. We showed you guys the A classes. Now this is everybody else.
James Pavoni made the trip to Sunset Ridge, and he's actually coming off a third-place finish at Loretta Lynn's, which is a huge accomplishment. It was great to see him out there bringing his Gateway Cycles Horsepower Motorsports back Kawasaki all the way from the Louisville area to race, so he had to travel a couple hours to get here. But once he was here in his Plus 30A moto, he had some competition. Number 165 Greg Brake pulling the whole shot on that KTM. We have a huge battle for the lead between these two, Brake and number 323 James Pavoni. You can see him really laying it out there, and they're taking so many different lines at Sunset Ridge. You have James Pavoni taking the outside, carrying a little bit more momentum up that uphill triple, pulling in on Brake just a little bit, but Brake shutting him down on the inside. Then he has more momentum going down that hill. On lap number 3, Pavoni is now in the lead, but Brake still keeping him honest and really pushing at him as this moto goes along. The moto action is going to continue on throughout that moto, but on the final lap you can see that James Pavoni pulled out a little bit more of a lead and is able to take the moto win and actually the 1-1 on the day. It's always impressive watching this Plus 30A class ride or any of the Plus classes. Like, these guys are so fast, still finishing strong, and the Open A classes and things along those lines. Personally, I think they just know when not to bonsai it anymore. In our 250B Moto Moto 1, we have a Midwest Tour rider in it as well, Jake Boss. He came down all the way from Wisconsin, and this moto was pretty stacked. You can see about 20-some riders on there, and the number 307, Lane Felderman, pulling a nice hole shot there. Number 31 is quick to grab a great lead right there, but the battle is for second with number 955, Reed Jansen, and 594, Jake Voss. These guys have so much adrenaline going. You can see them taking the different lines throughout Sunset Ridge like we saw in the Plus 30A moto. You can see 955 really hanging it tight on the inside. Koss still in the lead right there. Then we have Reed Jansen still in second, and Jake Voss holding strong in third place as they continue on through this beautiful Sunset Ridge track. In the 250B Moto, it's always a solid race to watch, and you can see all these riders really going for that hole shot, squeezing in tight on this fast Sunset Ridge start. But quickly you can see the number 31, Andy Koss, jumping out to the lead. He knows where he wants to be this weekend. Number 594, Midwest Tour rider Jake Voss, holding strong in second. Number 741 in third. But the battle between 4th, 5th, and 6th, oh yeah, three-way battle once again, and these guys are letting it hang out this time. You can see him taking all these different lines, you know, basically going 3 wide through some of these sections. It's really cool to watch down here. Reed Jansen and the number 2 battling hard as they go over that little roller section. And back up by the finish line, 741 still riding a strong race. And then 955 really pushing it hard down there. And you can see this battle is really going to heat up. Watch Reed Jansen as he passes from the outside, leaving it on, letting it rip, and getting that position sealed up. He's going to continue on to ride a strong race. And of course, the action's just going to continue on throughout this entire moto. You have 132 there, and then still a battle going on throughout this moto. Up next, we have the Schoolboy class out early to the number 167 of Cody Williams, but the battle for second, that is where it's at. Number 2, Nicholas Inman, and number 57, Connor Robinson. Really riding strong out there. This battle between those two are going to heat up, but number 50, Travis Pryor, he's putting on a strong ride, getting up there into the mix. As you can see, the number 2 and the number 57 really going at each other. They're close in speed out there. You have number 57 taking the outside here. Number 2 is going to go to the inside, glance over at him, but he's going to hold on to the outside, be close to making this pass stick, but not quite as they go through this roller section. You're going to see him come back around the next lap, and you can see it's the exact same scenario that we just had a minute ago. Number 57, number 2 once again. He goes over to the inside once again, looks over at him, but this time taking the inside, making the pass stick, and he's going to move up a position. Somewhere along the line, though, Robinson does make a mistake on the number 57. We don't see exactly what happens. He ends up 4th overall, and that allows number 50, Pryor, to move into 3rd. He rode a really strong race out there, and hey, he got the podium finish. In the open V moto, we have the number 47 out there. That is Josh Strubig, and he actually runs away with moto number 1. He was out on a mission out there, and you can tell by his riding style that he is charging ahead, looking ahead to the next obstacle that he's going to. Going through this rough, whooped out section, you can tell that he's gripping the bike and really just charging hard out there. He comes down this fun off-camber that they do have at Sunset Ridge, hitting the inside line and just riding away with moto number 1, like I was saying. In Open V Moto 2, Josh Strubig back out to 1st, and then as 3rd, 4th, and 5th come over that jump, you can tell that we're going to have a battle on our hands. In 3rd, we have the 741. In 4th, it's the 132 of Mason Flatness, and in 5th position, it's the number 307. As they come back around, we have the number 47 of Josh still on the front, doing his own thing out there. But when 2nd place does come around, it looks like 741 is there. It's looking like the 707 is in 3rd place, but on his rear tire, the 132 is making a move. They're going past the finish line right now. You can see the 741 trying to ride his own race out there. 707 kind of pulling up on him just a little bit as well. The 132 making a hard charge down that hill. And as they come over this jump, 741 and the 132 close to each other. 741 putting a little bit of a block pass on him, shutting the door on the 132, and he's holding strong in his position. 132 will hold on to that position, and he'll ride away to the checkered flag. Tom, after seeing all the highlights, who do you think are the standout riders?
Well, obviously in the mini classes, Chase Sexton really stood out in my mind. You know, he was really just in a class of his own. Jace Pennington is really a standout rider around here, and Chase Sexton took it to him both motos. Not to take anything away from Jace, but Chase, he won the amateur title down at Loretta's, and basically he just expects to win no matter where he goes.
That is so true, and I think the person that I would have to pick is Jeremy Martin. To show up at one of his first A races, get out there at a Pro-Am event and really show what he can do, that's really impressive. We had a full grade out there pretty much, and that's impressive to get out there and do that.
The A classes were huge, there was tons of pressure, and like you said, he handled it very well and showed his stuff.
And also a special treat for you right now, the pass of the week. This thing was crazy.
It was a nice pass by Cody Cam. It was really well telegraphed, and he knew what he wanted to do coming into this pass. Let's take a look at it.
Coming over that jump, looking over each other, asking each other what each other have.
It's like he's seeing what Cam is going to do, sees he's to his left, figures he's going to go outside and block him, but as you saw, Cam jumped right to the inside, took over the spot, and didn't really have much of a battle from Zahn.
And Tom, our next race, it's going to be outstanding at Archview MX. It is the National Throwdown going on October 23rd.
That's right, just 10 minutes from downtown St. Louis. It's kind of the best of the best from Missouri, Illinois. We'll have some guys over there from Indiana. So be sure to get there and try your hand out against the competition.
It's always a good time at Archview MX. We shall see you then. My name is Brittany Newman.
I'm Tom Bradley, and that's all we've got from Sunset Ridge. Good night.